You ready to start the podcast?
Yep, anytime you are.
All right. You ready to hear the name of the podcast?
Yep, let's go.
If you don't agree with it, then argue with me.
All right, all right. Let's do this podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Escape Pod. This is episode 1. I'm Jonathan Gabine.
I'm Christian Gilstrap. How you doing? How you doing?
Pretty good. So anything you got in mind for this podcast so far, Christian?
Um, well, right now, originally we were gonna kick around ideas for a name, but the escape pod is great.
Good. I'm glad you like it because the closest thing there was to that was the Escape Podcast, which was a bunch of guys sitting around talking about sci-fi movies, which sounds cool. I might give that podcast a shot, but the Escape the Escape Pod has not been done yet, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get down to it. First of all, let's explain what this podcast is.
It's pretty much just two guys talking about whatever.
That's true. It could be worse. It could be two guys with their dicks out.
I mean,
Not that that's bad, but it's okay.
some people do like that, yeah. But
Uh-huh. I mean,
that'll be a special
whatever floats your boat.
that'll be a special episode later on. Um,
The season finale.
yeah. Um, I think two guys with their dicks out is already a podcast.
Okay, please tell me it's called Sausage Incorporated.
Um, Something like that, yeah.
Good, good,
It
good.
was German, so
All right.
it was German, so it was Bratwurst Incorporated. All right. So
Oh, now that I've laughed already.
yeah, hey, that's what people like hearing laughter. That's what makes Let's Play so popular. Is just hearing the people burst out in laughter.
That's true.
Did you ever see that video?
That's the only reason I watched it. Go ahead.
Did you ever see that video of PewDiePie where he plays Bear Simulator and he's just like, "Oh, this game is bullshit," and everyone gets so mad at him for not thinking it's the best game ever.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
says like the modern state of YouTube, like everyone just wants to see other people laugh and enjoy games. I mean, which is fine. I mean, that's why he stopped playing games on his channel.
That's true. Now, I actually did just buy Bear Simulator.
It
Um,
looked okay when Markiplier played it, but when PewDiePie played it and couldn't find anything to do, it looked like a garbage game.
it did.
Yeah,
But, like, with Mark playing it, it was so much better.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Markiplier can make anything fun with his charm and wit.
Well, that depends. But,
It depends on like, on his mood. Sometimes you can tell like there are some episodes where people say like, oh, you can tell he hates his job now, but like you look at him in interviews and stuff and he says he loves doing everything, so it's really hard to tell.
that's true. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so let's start this off by introducing ourselves and like explaining a little about us.
You know,
You want to go first?
well, I'm Jonathan Gabino. I'm probably going to be the guy who brings up movies and video games and primarily like cartoons and stuff to the podcast. Christian, what do you have to bring to the table?
Um, Pretty much everything you see here, which is nothing.
The visuals for this is going to be a title, and there are no visuals for this podcast, mind you.
My point exactly. Oh, loud extreme laughter. That's what I bring to
Hey,
this.
you got to bring in those that people like that too. It brings in the views.
That's true. That's true. And oh, do we love the
Do
views?
you have any? Did you write down any questions to start this podcast off with?
I did.
Let's hear
But,
some.
but before I am asked the questions, I had something that I want to say to our viewers.
Yeah.
We will not expand on any of this
Mm-hmm.
at all. Like I don't want to hear a word after I say these words.
What is it?
That is the point of me saying
What is it?
them. Politics,
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, none of
All
that.
right, let's continue.
Yeah, I already we discussed this before we made this podcast when I was a huge stressful mess trying to get a screen capture um, software just to work, and I finally found one that's not shady and actually does its job. Um, the rules for this podcast are
See,
no references to personal acquaintances, no major interruptions, no political discussion.
you forgot one big one.
Yes.
No masturbating whilst recording podcast.
Oh, I've already broken one rule. You're playing with that fidget spinner, aren't you? I can hear you turn it.
uh,
I hear you turning its gears. For
yeah.
the audience, for the audience at home, Christian, we went to the mall yesterday, and Christian bought a fidget spinner, which the things on the end are gears, and you turn it, and it's like a fidget cube, fidget spinner combo. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's quite fancy. If we could, I would I'd throw up a camera image of this real quick, but I can't.
If you take a picture of it, I can edit it in later.
I greatly will.
Yeah, send me a picture of it.
Anywho,
Send me a picture of it later. I'll set a picture of it up later in
yeah.
post. So hit me with a question. We'll throw some questions back and forth here to keep conversation going for an hour.
Okay. So my first question is, John, have you ever taken a cab?
No, I have not. I've taken a public bus. I've been on a bus like a count of one hand,
I see.
not
I
including like
see.
we went. I never took the bus to school. I always went. I went. I was only ever on a school bus to go to the zoo, and then we went on the bus to Cedar Point at the end of high school, and then in New York when I went to New York, which was an amazing vacation. Um, we took the public transportation system for the first time ever in my life. I think that was the first time taking like major public transportation, not including like stuff like the like a trolley or whatever. And
Yeah,
like so, I did the bus and the train, but no taxi.
that's true. Oh, can I add a rule real quick?
Go ahead.
Silence your phone.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna put mine on. Mine's already on like vibrate, and it's on a pile of clothes, so it can't interrupt the mic or anything. I heard yours. Shame on you. I
Good.
heard yours. Shame on you. I was about to yell at you for it.
I'm sorry. That's why I made the rule.
Yeah, good call. Good call. You're aware of yourself. Good work.
And yet you were the one who broke the first rule. For shame.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's okay. I put my ding dong away now. It's okay.
Oh, good. I'm pretty hungry, so a ding dong would have been good.
Little Debbie's. Have you seen that episode of American Dad where I think it's Steve who's upset about his girlfriend named Debbie, and Stan says, "Here, Steve, have a little Debbie," and he starts crying. He's like, "What's wrong with the word little?"
Wow.
Yeah, that show's pretty. That show's a lot better than Family Guy. Oh my god.
Anything's better than Family Guy at this point, man.
Oh yeah, I guess the newer episodes. You're right. Um, so I'm going to hit you with a question now.
Already,
Put your
already.
helmet on. Favorite hit song of the '90s?
Bro. You can't do this to me, not this early in the podcast.
What's wrong with this question?
You know how many good songs came out of the 90s?
Like that are still good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, I guess a lot, but I mean, you got Nirvana and stuff.
well, no, I'm gonna try to not be like stereotypical and go with something that's not Nirvana
Can you
related.
guess what mine is?
Um, is it anything by the band Aha?
That's '80s.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, mine would probably have to be "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Oh, wait.
The only song by Backstreet Boys that I even know about is Backstreet's Back.
Oh, it's called Everybody, but I see. Okay, so how about I thought of a different one
Mm-hmm.
because it came out in '91,
Okay.
and it's Enter Sandman by Nirvana. Not Nirvana. Oh gosh,
Metallica?
everybody's gonna kill me now. It's by Metallica.
How do you, okay, I'm not going to make fun of you or judge you, but how do you confuse those?
Don't ask. Could be worse. It could be Sex and Candy by Marcy Playground.
Hey, that was my choice. That's that was my favorite hit song of the '90s, and you just are like, oh, it could be worse. To be fair, their lesser known song, "Coming Up from Behind," is better.
That sounds like my Monday.
She's coming up from coming up from coming up coming up from behind. Enough singing on this podcast. New rule: no more singing.
Okay. How about Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Ooh, that's good. Wasn't that '80s?
No,
Really?
no, actually,
That sounds like
yeah,
'80s or maybe
that
even '70s. That song, because it sounds like Casey and the Sunshine Band in terms of like funk and everything. It reminds me of
nope.
them.
This song came out in I think it was '95,
Huh?
it was mid to late '90s.
Guess whose foot is falling asleep?
Not mine.
Oh, mine is really bad. My foot is falling asleep real bad. Let's see if I can stretch without kicking the mic over. Uh, there we go. Uh, I was trying to think of like a good '90s band is Spice Girls.
Um,
Don't judge.
I mean, I guess. Oh, the Spin Doctors were good too, but
Spin Doctor.
uh, Spin Doctors, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's one. I have a question.
Yes. Did I
Favorite class?
did I just hear someone
What's the
in the
favorite?
background?
Uh, yeah, actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Favorite class?
No, favorite classic NES game.
Oh, that's a good question actually. I really like just the Legend of Zelda or the Zelda 2 The Adventure Link, but I also like the Castlevania. I recently downloaded all three of the Castlevania games on the eShop because the My Nintendo Rewards program recently offered a discount on all three of them, and I got them all three for $9 total. Um, and So Castlevania and Zelda and just the Mario games are all pretty much up there. Mega Man is good. Star Tropics is good. Um, Dragon Warrior is pretty good. But
Mm.
I don't know.
See,
There's not a lot of NES games I've played where I've thought like, man, that's a big experience. Except not since when I played Mario 3 a lot as a kid on my Game Boy Advance. That's like the only big experience I've had from the NES.
yeah. See, mine was probably any of the Contra games,
Oh, those are good.
or Kid, yeah, or Kid Icarus.
I haven't played the original Kid Icarus much. I've only played the free trial in Smash Brothers Brawl. But I have Kid Icarus 2 for the Game Boy, and
Yeah,
that's a lot of fun.
yeah. But the Contra games were probably my favorite games in the
Yeah, I have Super Contra on the Xbox 360, like the arcade version, the port of the arcade version,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun.
All right.
But
Eh, that's
it's
true.
too hard for me.
Yes. All right, your turn for question.
Um, who do you main in Super Smash Brothers Melee?
I don't actually play Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Who?
What about like
Okay. Um,
so?
which who do you main in Super Smash Brothers? Whatever game you like.
Well, on Brawl, I actually main is Ike.
Oh, okay, cool.
Um,
Someone's doing the microwave in the background.
yeah.
It's cracking me up. Because like, I look at podcasts and like their production value, and they have like this nice room, and like they have all this foam on the wall and everything, and, and I'm in my brother's old room where he's moved out from because it's the quietest room in the house. And
Oh, our living room.
yeah, and then we got I usually play as Dr. Mario in Melee,
Mm.
but I'm a big fan of in the new one in the Wii U one, I'm a big fan of Bowser Jr.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Every time we play, you spam his little car.
It's his cannon I like. It's the cannon. You know who else is good?
See, now,
Mr. Game and Watch is pretty good because
mm,
if you he has that hammer thing, and if you get the number 9 above it, it's like a one hit kill.
that's true.
Yeah.
You see, like who I'm in on the new game is like it's Little Mac or Roy, believe it or not.
I hate playing against Little Mac.
Yeah, especially when a friend of ours is Little Mac.
Oh yeah. By the way, fuck that guy.
But
I
right?
know.
Anyway,
We should have him on the podcast.
oh well, yeah, we got to get him on the
We should
podcast.
do one. This audio recording thing I have would be a lot easier if I could just do it in person together. But
Yeah, but like the quality, how's my quality?
you still
Because and yes, I'm asking everybody out there who can comment on
oh
our
you still
podcast.
going you still sound like a spring every now and then. But other than that, you sound pretty good most of the time.
Oh, that's
I
good.
want I
Okay.
want someone to make like a version of this video where every time we say the word podcast, it turns into ear rape.
No, gosh. Oh gosh, don't invite them to do that.
It, but to
Oh.
make publicity, it's publicity. Jeez, if I can talk, it's gotta get those memes out there.
Hmm. Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. I just thought about this. We left out a great game for the
What
NES.
is it?
Punch Out. It was the first
Oh,
Punch
Punch
Out
Out's
game.
amazing.
Yeah, we left
It's
that out.
hard as fuck, but it's still fun to memorize, like the moves and everything. I want
Yeah.
to get the Wii one. I
See,
want to get
okay.
the one for the Wii, but it's so expensive. Good thing it's only $20 on the Wii U.
That's weird.
The person in the background on the microwave is cracking me up.
Gosh, whenever you mention a kitchen appliance, and I'm gonna let you tell this story because they have no idea what we're talking about.
Yes.
My every time you mention a kitchen appliance, I think of my toaster.
I barely remember this story, but oh, I remember you. Oh, I remember this now. I was on the phone with you, and out of nowhere, you were just like, "Hang on," and then, in the distance, it was funny because it just sounded like you were in the background. You were like, "Fucking goddamn toaster work," and, like, and then immediately you're like, "So what's up?" You just go back to the call like normal. You just go back. You just go back to the. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Keep going.
All right. If you say so. Um, it's just. It was just funny because it sounded like you were in the background, and then you suddenly came back like it was a normal phone call, like nothing happened.
Oh gosh, I remember it happened like 3 times, and each time I tried my best to come back to the phone. I'm like,
Okay, so
yeah,
this does not
it's
count as one. This does
very
not
good.
count as one of my questions, but it's just an actual question I'd be asking you if I was with you in person right now.
All right.
Have you gotten a new toaster since?
Yeah.
Good. I think we've had. I think our
Yeah.
toaster is like 20. No, not 20.
Really?
Yes, because I'm almost 20, and like
Yeah. So, we're both
in
almost 20.
in the
It's You have a 20-year-old
and the
toaster.
funny thing, my I asked my parents like how long have I had this toaster, and they said we got it around when we got you. So I mean, um, so I mean, yeah. I guess so. I guess we do have an almost 18, 20-year-old toaster. I say I'm almost
That's
I say
great.
I'm almost 20, but I'm 18. There's a whole gap between those years. All right, you got.
I mean, okay, my birthday is
Are
this
you
year,
18
so
or
I do turn 19. I am 18, but I turned
I don't
19
turn
this year.
19 until next year, so I'm
Hmm,
always.
I see. Ah! I dropped my fidget spinner. It's okay.
Oh, what a tragedy. I'm always one more. I'm always one more than the last two numbers at the end of the year. Just after April, that is.
Oh, you're born in
Yeah.
99.
So yeah, and you were born in.
Ah, I was born in
Yeah, yeah,
98.
yeah. And it's weird, there was a time when like saying that someone was born in '98, like '99, it was like, oh, you're a child. But like now,
Yeah.
like,
Now you got people born in like 2001, and you're like,
well, think
oh.
about it, Christian. Think about it. By the end of next year, no, this New Year's, there will be a small handful of kids born in the 2000 that are legal to have sex with.
Hmm.
Sounds appealing to you, doesn't it?
Not as appealing to me as it would be to our friend. Oh boy.
Um, I don't think he cares about birth year.
Again, fuck that guy.
I know, what a douche. Um, but Christian, easy.
What?
Something else fell.
That was my fidget spinner again, but this time I'm not going to get
Okay,
it.
just get it and like hold it next to you.
I'm good. I'll leave it down there.
All right.
But uh, anywho,
I need another
um,
question.
yeah. Okay. So this actually isn't one of my questions. This is just something that if we get your brother who is a big wrestling fan on
Yes.
here, I have to make this joke, and I'm hoping he'll understand. I need you to say three
Yes.
words. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the revival.
Fuck the revival or the revival? Oh,
Revival.
okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how. y- You know how like you don't like hearing your little siblings curse, no matter how old they get. My
Yeah,
brother
yeah.
might feel that way, so I might just have to see how he feels what you hear it saying it.
Okay. I can
Yeah.
wait.
Um.
It's a joke by independent wrestlers. They all say fuck the revival, and I say the same thing. So
You ever watch crappy backyard wrestling where like it's just like people, it's just people who don't really know how to wrestle. Just some people are sitting around in lawn chairs while other people are just there cheering them on. It's just really weird.
nice. Oh, I do have to show you something.
I can't see anything you're
When
doing.
no, I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
If if you want, at some point, I need you to look up something called CZW.
ZZW.
C as in cat, Z as in Zen,
Okay.
and then W
On
as
my
in
phone right
W.
now. Oh, okay. It's wrestling. Have you seen that? Tying our interest together. Have you seen that commercial of that one wrestler with the long hair, advertising the Nintendo Switch?
Um, no, hold on.
It's really interesting. Like he's like we already know who's on the cover of the game. But as a lifelong Nintendo fan and avid gamer, I'm so glad to have wrestling back on Nintendo platforms. And like it's like, sir, we need you for a minute. And he's like, sure thing. And he leaves and he comes back and he's like, he grabs the Nintendo Switch and he's like, can't forget this.
Wait, does he have a red mohawk?
No, he has like greasy black long hair.
Oh, okay. That's a Seth
Yeah,
Rollins.
yeah, he's going to be on the cover of WK18 or whatever it's called.
Yep, that's Seth Rollins, and his hair is wet. It's always
Okay.
wet.
From the sweat, I wet from the sweat.
Nope,
Um,
from just getting his hair
okay.
wet. It's weird.
Oh,
I don't know.
just drop something on paper. That's going to sound good on the mic.
Oh, it sounded fantastic over on
Oh,
my end.
we'll keep that in mind for our ASMR episode that we discussed. Okay, so this
Yes.
CZW, it's like wrestling but with blood in it.
It's called Ultra Violent Wrestling, and that is real blood.
Yeah, I don't want to look at this anymore, Christian. Except for these, there's some like this is like hang on, this is like a fetish almost. There's like really like there's like
What?
scantily clad women wrestling each other like this, and it's not far off from BDSM. Holy shit! There's a
Whoa,
picture of this
what?
guy.
Hold on.
Holy shit! There's like a. I want to download this image I just saw. I want to send it to you over Messenger. I want to send it to you over Messenger right now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you
That's
can you still
fine.
view it while on call? I mean, you should be able to.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's a photo.
Have you se-
Give me a minute.
Hopefully, you don't exit the call. Ruin.
Oh no, it won't exit the call.
All
Don't
right,
worry.
cool.
The call's in a different
I'll
window.
put the.
So, by the way, viewers, when we do this, we're not using any sort of like fancy Skype. No,
We're using. We're using.
That's not the worst one.
Oh God, what's the worst one?
That's not
What's
it.
the
That's
worst
not
one, Christian?
Okay, hold on.
Oh my God. How is it? Is this?
It's a picture of a guy.
How is this legal?
It's legal.
No, it can't be.
Okay, it's only legal. It's only
Is
legal
it legal
in
in
3 states.
Russia or something?
Well, no, it's called deathmatch wrestling, and it is legal in Connecticut, California, and Maine.
Okay,
and that's
California doesn't surprise me. Maine?
it. Maine? No, I'm gonna send you a picture of what is probably the worst thing I've ever seen happen
This
in a
guy's he's
professional
taking his
wrestling
face off
thing.
with the saw, and he's wearing a shirt that says Cult Fiction. Not sure what that is, but it's in the same font as Pulp Fiction. So I mean, I guess I can appreciate the reference to film. This guy sure
Yeah.
does.
Now, keep in mind this
This guy looks like an avid moviegoer.
this picture.
The guy on the bottom isn't an avid moviegoer anymore.
Well, okay, so this picture actually happened during a match. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, I hate looking at it.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh.
That's like, okay, that's not as bad because I've seen something like that similar before.
A syringe through the mouth.
Yeah, I've seen,
Both sides of the mouth. What are you watching, John?
there's a video where iDubbbz gets his mouth hooked with a fishing hook, and it goes all the way through. They curve it through and everything, and then they pull it out.
Anyway, back to what we were doing before.
Oh, you want to go back to the questions? You want to get off the topic of this gross stuff?
Yes, let's just
All right.
leave it.
Hit me. I think I asked the last question. Hit me with the question.
Okay. John, hold on, I was stretching. Okay, back to the questions. I cannot get my mind off of that. Man, Anyway,
Off
so
of off of
okay,
iTunes?
no, off of the pictures we just
Yeah, yeah,
witnessed.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for
But
sharing that with me, Christian. I'll never forget about it. I'll bring it up at therapy
um,
sessions.
oh, okay, yeah,
So
you're
get
gonna
on with
need
it.
to.
Get on with it.
Okay, okay. So my other question is this one was and by the way, viewers, we're not necessarily targeting children here.
What?
Um, so that's why I was going to say the hottest Legend of Zelda character.
Oh, the hottest legend. Oh, I was thinking, it might be Princess Zelda from the newest game, but it might be Paya from also from Breath of the Wild. Paya is like this cute, reserved, shy girl who wears this nifty, like it's not skimpy or anything. It's just a cute looking. It's just a cool looking Sheikah themed outfit in Breath of the Wild, and I don't know. I always love talking to her, even though she's not real. But I always go up and see what she has to say, and she's always so shy and around Link and everything. And it's implied that she has. They actually talk about her ass in the game. Like it's implied that she has a birthmark on her butt. It just baffles me that the Nintendo thought, oh yeah, let's reference her ass in the game. So
That's
I mean, like
awesome.
you know,
For me, mine would be okay.
oh, how did I forget about Midna? Not human form Idma, no, imp form Midna from Twilight
No,
Princess.
like it, that's who I was going to say was
Yeah, Midna
Midna.
from Twilight Princess imp form. The human form is kind of boring, but like the imp form's pretty sexy.
That's true.
A good runner up would be Saria or Saria, however you pronounce it, from Ocarina of Time. I don't know. It's just the green hair. The fan
Yeah.
art of her is great. But oh, I was gonna say your Bosa, another girl. Oh man, Breath of the Wild has some pretty good sexy characters. I think it's pronounced your. I have it in my mind. I can't pronounce it. Your bros or bros. I'm gonna hook up on my phone. It's the Gerudo women in Breath of the Wild, like
Mhm.
or Brosas
Oh,
or Bosa. She's like this. She's tall, dark skinned, has abs. It's pretty cool. Um, there's some good
huh.
Yuri art of her and Zelda. I like it a lot. There's like this
Yeah.
one
Oh, Mifa.
Mifa. Oh, Mifa's Grace is ready. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
have seen Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. A little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the game so much. I have so much time put into it. I brag about having like almost 200 hours put into it, but then like I look at other people and it's like 400, and then like I know someone has like there's people with over 1,000 hours out of it already, and the game's only been out since March. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's that good of a game. It's just really amazing. But
Yeah. All right. Off the now that our viewers know that we're total
we're not total
perverts.
perverts. We just like video game women.
So do Japanese
Well, I
men.
mean, we're not putting VR helmets on and marrying them.
But wouldn't
No,
you
I would
though?
not. It would be weird. I
It'd be
mean,
weird.
these characters are supposed to be found attractive because that's how the game. I mean, they do that for like advertising. I mean, at least that's what I think. I mean, they do that so people make fan art of them, and then people see the fan art and they're like, "Hey, what game is this character from?" And then more people play the game, and it sells more copies because people see the porn.
People see the porn. Yep. Um, okay. Next question.
Oh, my
It's your
turn.
turn.
I'm gonna go down the list. Oh, here's one that I know we can discuss a lot between you and me. Most underrated cartoon.
Oh, buddy. Um, Probably Dexter's Laboratory.
Underrated though?
How many people nowadays like when you ask them about their favorite classic cartoons, how many people do you think would say Dexter's Laboratory? Like they would all say like the original Hanna-Barbera Scooby Doo or like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Dexter's
Well, yeah,
Laboratory
but
was
Courage the Cowardly
great.
Dog is better than. I mean, I can see why Courage the Cowardly Dog would be the more popular opinion over Dexter's Lab. I just don't think it deserves to be people's favorite over so many choices. You got like Flapjack, you got Billy and Mandy, you got Foster's Home. I just don't see it being people's favorites, but I think people still like it a lot.
I see. I see.
I don't know. Well, wasn't yeah, Dexter's Lab was like the first original Cartoon Network show. It was like a first full time slot at least, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Like
up
they
there.
had like a one show about like a CGI dog, but it was like a 5 minute short or something. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. It is a good show, but it doesn't quite hold up next to Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack to me. But I'm trying to think of my favorite.
Uh, Man, Johnny Bravo.
I'm trying to. Oh, I just hit a shelf against the wall. That's going to sound good. I'm trying to think of one of my favorite, one of my most underrated cartoons, which might be I don't know about the most. Oh, Hi Hi Puffy Amy Yumi.
I actually thought that was
Oh, I
underrated.
loved it. I don't know if I loved it as a kid, but I think I don't know, just it has a good style to it. It looks like it's like panty and stocking for kids. Um, it's like
Yeah.
what's cool about it is that you got like this cute girl and you got like this goth girl. They just work together pretty well. Um, and then there's Star versus the Forces of Evil, which Noah says it doesn't have the nice backgrounds or whatever. I don't know. It's funny. It has a good plot. It's got good action. I like it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
oh,
Now, for
Ben
me,
10. Ben 10.
what? Hmm.
I love Ben.
I don't think I. Oh,
Yeah.
Ben 10. Oh, yeah, are you talking the
Oh, yeah, the
original
original.
Ben
Yeah,
10?
not the shitty new one.
Yeah, I was about to say the original Ben 10 was great. The newer one was.
I liked Alien. I liked Alien Force a
Uh,
lot. Yeah.
yeah. See, there was another one I was thinking of. Not like okay. Um, Total Drama.
Island.
Like
I,
the
I
original
loved
Total
Total
Drama
Drama
Island.
Island as a kid, but like looking back at it now, it's kind of dumb.
Well, okay. It was very risque
Oh, it
for
was. It
children.
was. That's why we had like
Um,
stuff like Adventure Time. And like I
yeah.
remember hearing Total Drum Island say hell for the first time. I paused that and rewound it several times as a kid to make sure he actually said it. I'm not joking. Actually, Little John sat in front of the TV making like, did he actually say that?
I'm trying to think who said
It
it.
was like
Um,
it was like the normal guy that dated the blonde girl. I forget his name. It was like his name like Tucker or something. I forget.
Hold on. I think I found. Um.
Are you trying
Um.
to find the character's name?
I'm trying to find a. No, I'm trying to find a clip of her saying
Of when they say
it. I
hell.
don't think I
And
ever
remember
saw
when
it.
like they I remember this character's name. Remember Heather, like the snobby rich girl. Remember when they
Yeah.
had to censor out her tits. I think
Yes, I
that's actually
remember
an
that
uncensored
very
clip
much.
too.
Yeah, there's
I
an
think they showed
uncensored
it in
clip.
Canada or something like when they when Owen ate the meatballs and said meatballs and spit them out in the Canadian version um it was cow testicles. I think he spit them out because they're called cow testicles. They had to redub it for
That's
America.
great.
I mean, I don't know. I hate localization. They just think we have sensitive little minds and can't handle anything, which we do, but some of us don't. Some of us can handle seeing a little panty line in the American localization of Fire Emblem or whatever.
Yeah, but like when it comes to cartoons on like kids channels, then we get intense about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
But
don't know. Cartoons have been shot down for really weird reasons. Like I talked to someone who said like they babysit these kids who aren't allowed to watch Disney Channel because their parents say, and their parents are like these smart lawyers and everything, and they say that their parents don't let them watch Disney Channel because it'll make them grow up to be sexist and stuff. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Really?
which is weird because like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, which is on Disney XD, is about like feminism. It's about being a princess that kicks ass, and which is really cool. But like I hear on Disney Channel, there's like a part in this show where like this girl is tries to impress all these people by being smart, and no one cares about her. Then she tries being pretty, and everyone calls her pretty, and then she's happy. So it's trying to tell like the moral that like it's more important to be pretty than smart. I mean, and if that's the case, then
Yeah.
that's pretty shitty. But I mean, like I don't know. I haven't seen that much. I never watched Disney Channel as a kid. I didn't like it
Yeah.
because I always watched neither Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network as a kid. I don't know anyone that watched Nickelodeon other than my neighbors. Quick, Christian, we're running down. We're getting
Oh,
quiet. Another question.
yeah.
We got
Okay. Okay. So so do you know much about DC? Like you've played some of the Batman games and stuff, like
I've seen
enough
some
to.
of the movies, and like I know the superheroes. Like I know who's DC and who's Marvel. I know the difference between them. I don't know like the deep lore and everything.
Yeah. Well, no. Like so you've heard different people voice the Joker.
Yeah. Like I know there's different
Who?
Batman roles, different Joker roles and stuff.
Yeah. Who do you think was the best? That's not Heath Ledger.
It definitely wasn't Jared Leto, and I'm gonna say it was probably just the original, like the one from the Tim Burton movies. Because
Oh,
yeah,
Jack
because I
Nicholson.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen those old movies. I just haven't. I don't really. Uh, I just really haven't. But
Now, have you played any of the
no, I have
Arkham
not.
games?
I'm trying to think of a Batman game I have played. Oh, I play. Yeah,
Lego
I was
Batman.
about to say Lego Batman on the Wii.
So you know who voiced Lego Batman on there?
Who?
Mark
I
Hamill.
really want to see Lego Batman, like the Lego Batman movie. Was that any good?
I have no
I
idea. I
want to
haven't
see
seen it
it. It
yet.
looks amazing because I loved the Lego movie. The
Yeah,
Lego movie was amazing.
like I
Oh,
love
it
the
was great.
Lego movie,
Spaceship.
but I'm trying to think of other questions because I've asked
All
all the
right,
people we
here.
asked.
I got plenty. I got plenty.
Okay.
Best garage sale find.
Best
Yep.
garage sale find? Oh, an
Oh,
NES.
cool.
That's where I got my
I
first
actually
NES.
got
Yeah.
I got a PlayStation 1 for $1 one time.
Whoa, a
Yeah, she was
dollar?
like, "Okay, everyone, we're packing up. Everything's $1." So she's trying to get rid of everything really quickly, and there was a PS1, and I was like, okay. I was like, "Even this?" And she said, "Yeah," and I got it for my cousin because I already have a PS1. Um, and he used it for a bit. He used it for a bit,
Nice.
but he doesn't have it plugged in anymore. But it was still, I would say
See,
he got $1 worth of fun out of it. And then
nice.
I got Lily our fir- a Sega Genesis for about the same price.
You broke the rule. You broke the rule, John.
It's just the first name, not the last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
And
See,
then
uh,
what other game consoles have it? When I think of best garage sale fans, I just think of game consoles. But like I think one time at a flea market, I got Simon's Quest on the NES for a good price. At
nice,
Goodwill I
nice.
got a functioning Blu-ray player for $4.
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
it works well. I use it. It's downstairs because like, we only have the Xbox 360 and Wii U downstairs, and I use it whenever I want to watch a Blu-ray with the family. Um, And it play. Well, the best thing about it is it plays like a USB video, so I can play. I can play a video that I made on the TV. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
really nice.
Let's see. All right. Next
All right,
question.
you want
Next
another
question.
one? What's
Yep.
your
Yep.
favorite
Yep.
insult?
Wanker.
Mine is if you ever saw Markiplier play that insult simulator game, the one that gave me a real hoot was your grandfather still uses Windows Vista and you've never seen Star Wars. Like it's just so
Damn.
stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so here's something
Man.
that's not a question, but it's like a challenge. And I came up with two challenges to get us like talking and more than just to get us talking more than actually answering questions. In case one of the questions just left us in a
Okay.
stump like now. Create a crappy football slash Super Nintendo mascot. Describe one freehand.
I'm sorry. What was it?
Create a crappy football slash Super Nintendo mascot freehand. Just come up with one.
Okay. Um, a very large dick.
That was pretty original, Christian. Mine mine was mine was an egg, but it's not like an egg with a cute face or anything on it. It's just an egg that we're like someone still has to be in the costume, but it has no arms or legs. It's just a weighted outfit, like one of those jumping beans, like one of those like moving jumping beans from our childhood. If you remember those, they would like their weight would shift in them and they'd stand up in your hand. It'd be someone just wobbling.
Oh
It'd just be
my
someone wobbling around in an egg outfit, and they can't even see where they're going.
god.
I know.
Wow.
It'd be fun to be in the outfit, I guess. Another, I guess another challenge. Create your own fictional sport.
Oh,
You've
okay.
thought of this.
So basic. I have thought of this
Mm-hmm.
before. So it's like a
Yes.
triathlon, but instead of like running and swimming and biking, it's you run, you sit down at a poker table, you play a hand of blackjack. You are there until you win.
What?
You get
It
up,
takes forever.
you, you
Yeah.
get up, you sprint. You don't just run. You have to sprint full force. And if you stop, by the way, they
Mm-hmm.
shoot you. You have to sprint full
Yes.
force to a second poker table that is a mile away.
Jesus.
To sit down and play some Texas Hold'em.
Okay. So
You get
it's
up.
just a casino with where everything's a mile away.
No, no, no. I'm not done. I'm not
All
done
right.
yet. I said it's a triathlon, John. That is
All right.
3 events. You get up. You don't sprint this time. You swim, and if you stop, they harpoon you,
Oh, it's deadly.
and not the good being
Yeah,
shot kind.
it's deadly.
Yep. If you stop swimming, they'll harpoon you. It's 17 miles away,
Okay. Oh, 17 miles of
and
swimming.
you climb out. You climb out. You wrestle an
Oh
alligator.
my god.
And then, if you beat the alligator, they'll give you a tiny little trophy and say good
You
job.
get a pat on the back. This isn't.
Yes.
That's not a. That's. That's not a sport. That's an Atari game or something.
It's a race, John. There's other people racing you.
That's
It's a
Takeshi's
sport.
challenge. All right, one more question, and then I
Wow.
want to ask you the ultimate question that will probably end us with our last 10 minutes.
Oh, we're on the
We're on
last 10
50
minutes of
minutes.
this. Wow.
So one more question,
Okay.
then we're gonna get the final big question that I want to end the podcast with.
hmm
Favorite SoundCloud rapper?
Favorite SoundCloud.
Just like ironically.
Really? Um, Anybody on SoundCloud, really?
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. I was gonna say, I can't, I don't, I didn't get his name, but like there was this one rapper that just kept on, you know, those rappers that just repeat one word. You know, those rappers that are just
Wow.
like ecstatic, ecstatic,
Yep.
ecstatic. It's oh my god, it's just funny,
Yeah.
sad but funny. Sad
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
true
Yeah.
by Nirvana.
Now, sad but true.
Sad but true.
Now I have one.
Oh, you didn't get my call back to your joke
So,
earlier when you said when you called Nirvana Metallica, and I said "Sad but True" by Nirvana. Uh huh.
wow.
Welcome to the best, funniest podcast in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
What would you said you had something?
Um. Yes. You mentioned Nirvana. Just favorite classic rock band.
Probably Foreigner. Foreign.
What?
Yeah. What's wrong with
Foreigner.
Foreigner?
There's so many other good
Well,
ones.
there's Foreigner. There's Journey. There's Aha. There's.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Did you just say Aha was a
I
classic
mean, they're
rock band?
classic like pop, I guess. They're classic '80s music. Um.
You're better than this.
Oh, I was gonna say, Iron Maiden's good, but I don't really listen to a lot of their stuff. Um, Judas Priest is good. I don't know. It's hard. It's one of those things where I always hear about it and I know a lot about it. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay. Mine is a Blue Oyster
Oh,
Cult.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, I love Blue Oyster Cult. And like everybody only remembers Blue Oyster Cult because of
It's
one
two songs.
song.
It's "Don't Fear the Reaper" and "Burnin' for You."
Well, no, okay, they have a song. It's called Godzilla, and it was actually the first song I listened to by them, and I thought it was great. So I gave "Don't Fear the Reaper" a
Yes.
shot. But like that's how I got in there. Is I listened to them in my dad's car
Mm-hmm.
once, and then I was like, okay, this is my new favorite band.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, like you got other bands, they're not really classic rock, but they're old enough to be classified as it. There's a like
What
Slayer,
about
Megadeth.
Tom Petty is good.
Um,
Tom Petty
yeah.
and the Heartbreakers.
Um,
I'm just naming people I've seen in concert, really. Oh, the Rolling Stones.
oh, I just thought of one. Van
Black
Halen,
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Okay. So yeah, that was my question. Now that I think classics, I think like rock. Favorite movie from the
Ooh, favorite
'90s.
movie. I'm trying to remember what came out in the '90s in terms of movies. Um, maybe Goodwill Hunting, but at the same. Oh, maybe Princess Mononoke.
Hmm.
Goodwill Hunting's good. Oh, I'm trying to think of stuff from the top of my head. Nightmare Before Christmas is good.
Nightmare Before Christmas
Yeah.
is great. Yeah.
Favorite movie from the '90s. Um, okay.
Here, let me list off from memory some movies that came
Yeah,
out.
let's see some. Let me hook up
This,
some '90s hit movies.
Pulp Fiction,
Nine.
Titanic, The
The Matrix
Matrix,
was Matrix was
Forrest
good.
Gump,
Forrest Gump is good, yeah. Oh, Jurassic Park. I was just
Jurassic
reading
Park.
that. Hang on, I have a list in front of me. The Silence of the Lamb.
Yeah, I have a list
The
in front
Silence
of
of
me too.
the Silence of the
Oh,
Lambs
great movie.
might be it. Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's
Toy Story,
Schindler's List. Great
Terminator
movie.
2. I mean, Blair. I like Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project's pretty good.
Yeah. Clueless, good movie.
Oh, come
Fight
on.
Club. Fight Club came out in the
Aladdin.
'90s.
Welcome. Well, hang on.
Oh wait, the animated
We
one.
gotta welcome our quality content where we just list off movies. Men in Black is good. You know what movie I have never seen, but I have a lot of respect for? I know it's
Face
Clerks
Off.
because Clerks was just they were just filmed in like a small shop. I
Yeah,
like the idea of movies that I feel I could have made. All right.
yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway, back to not. We're not gonna list off any more movies. We're gonna talk about one. Have you seen The
No, I have
Sixth
not.
Sense?
But I know that's the one where that kid says I see dead people, right?
Yeah. Now I have another question, and Mr. Willis, I really hope you listen to this
You made this
podcast one
joke.
day.
You made
I
this
really
joke the other
do.
day.
I did, and I'm gonna make it again. Um, Bruce Willis, if you still know the kid who sees dead people, ask him if he can find your
You know,
career.
Christian, I wonder if Bruce
Anyway,
Willis, if he spends his time listening to this podcast, I'd be really amazed because, I mean, I really don't know if this is what he spends his time doing, listening to 18-year-olds podcast.
that's true. I think only Jared from Subway does that.
Yeah, if he still has a computer. I mean, he might. Is he still in jail? That's Jared from Subway.
uh, I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna Google this. Is Subway guy still in jail? Uh, yeah, he's
Cool.
still in jail for 15 years.
Nice. It's good to see someone's getting some justice because I know Austin Jones, that pervert, who makes pop songs. I don't think he got the jail time he deserved.
That's true.
Um, so to wrap everything up, the big question I've been wanting to ask you for for this episode.
Oh, wait, I had
Uh,
one other one,
all right,
and
shoot. We can
it,
exceed an
it
hour.
it's
Oh, sure.
quick.
Don't worry about it. We can go for as long as you want.
Oh, okay. So mine is criminal you most find interesting.
Oh, there was that woman who like stabbed her boyfriend like 50 something times. Like, it was like 30 something times, and she's really crazy looking. Like she like leaked her nudes are leaked on the internet because like she was like an artist. And she like taking nude pictures of herself in like a very artistic manner, and she's like in her 30s or something. I don't know. I know she's crazy and I know she's a murderer, but like I find her. She's like she's kind of cute looking. Um, but like that's not what's fascinating about it. It's not fascinating that oh it's like this sexy murderer. No, what's cool about it is that like she murdered her boyfriend, and then like now she has a girlfriend in jail, and she's like getting married in jail. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just something, and
See,
I don't know. It's just fascinating. She's like this weird porn murderer. It's just instant. It's just interesting. And then I don't know if this is real or not because it was on TV. But I was watching some
yeah,
clips of To Catch a Predator recently, and one of them
yeah, yeah.
on the website when they were talking to the decoy said, "I'll fuck you in every room you have, so that way no matter where you go, you'll remember me." Oh yeah, what a
Wow.
creep.
Yeah. So okay, I have one. He, okay, it's a Charlie Maddox. Um, he goes by Charles Manson.
Okay.
For this, like, he's interesting to me for a, he was, he like for the sole purpose of he's still
Mm-hmm.
alive. He's born in 34.
Yes.
He's 89, I think. But he married. And it wasn't. Oh, whoa, 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 oh, something was playing. Hold on. Okay, I was on a website and something was
Oh,
playing on the
ooh,
website. But
I got another interesting criminal when you get done.
okay. So Charles Manson, he married a 24-year-old
Yes.
woman in jail, like while he was incarcerated at the age of 80.
Oh wow, that's quite the gap. What did he do that's
Yeah.
illegal?
No, it just means that my boy Charles Manson got
Oh,
game.
okay. So here's a guy. Here's a real creep. This would be about the third time I'm ripping off the official podcast. Fourth, if you include the idea to make a podcast. Um. Okay, so oh my god, this guy's such a creep. Joseph Fritzl. This guy,
Yeah, heard of him. How to do a
yeah,
study
this
on.
guy kept his daughter in a basement for 24 years, kept raping her, and she has like incestual children with her.
Yeah, it's
I
gross.
know it is gross, but like, oh my god, how can someone like that even exist? I mean,
I don't know.
that's like some human centipede shit right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should watch Human Centipede. Looks good.
All right. Well, let's
All
get
right, so
this
you want
wrapped up.
to end it with big question?
Yep. Let's
Who
end
are
with a big
your
question.
dream guests for this podcast? Who do you want to have? Who, like, realistically and unrealistically, who do you want to have on?
Well, like, okay, realistically first, and then
Yes, of course.
non-realistically. Okay. So realistically, my dream guest, um, would probably be any of our friends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because we could probably just get my laptop and do it in Noah's
Yeah.
basement one day.
Yeah. Like we could do this in his
Yes, all
basement.
four of us.
With fear of them, in fear of them constantly telling us to shut up.
Yeah. I mean, it does. I don't really care as long as it's constant talking. It's a podcast. Someone will find it
Yeah.
entertaining.
See. Yeah. Now, um,
Yes.
non-realistically, uh, so there's it's Plumpy from whatculture.com. Actually, that's realistically. I could get him on here one day.
Oh,
We'll have to we'll have to switch to Skype once because oh, by the way, Plumpy is Adam Blompier. He's my boss.
okay, so like, he's your boss for that writing site
Um,
or something? For
yeah,
the
yeah,
for those of
he's
you who don't
English.
know, Christian, if you're interested, writes about articles on the website or some shit. Christian, why don't you tell him about it?
It's yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shamelessly
Sure
plug
thing. Okay.
whatculture.com. Yeah, it's called whatculture.com. We write about movies, music, professional
Mm-hmm.
wrestling, anything pop culture really. And my boss, his name is it's Adam
All right.
Blampier. Um, so I'm at some point gonna try to get him on this
Cool.
podcast. So
Email
yeah,
him. See if we can schedule something.
if yeah, I could do
Cool.
that.
And then my realistic guess was our friends. You know who you met? I was surprised to hear that you referenced them before I did, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that call it semi-realistic because although it sounds unrealistic, but it's not outside the realm of possibility considering how quiet this person is in terms of interviews and such. And I kind of doubt
Yeah,
everyone's running to get contact to him. It's John Wozniak, the lead singer of Marcy Playground.
yeah.
You think that'd be fun?
It would be
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, you know who else would be funny to have on here?
Who?
Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop. Who's that?
Uh, Iggy Pop is this. He's a funny guy. He's the lead singer of gosh,
Really?
uh,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out.
My next dream.
Oh, he's the lead singer of
Oh,
Lust for
never
Life.
heard of him.
That's it. Good band. Terribly ugly lead singer.
Oh, you called him ugly. You want him to come on the podcast?
Oh no, he knows it. He's like, I'm not
Oh, poor
really.
guy.
Oh no, it's okay.
My next dream guest would be Critical from the official podcast. You know who Critical is, the YouTuber. Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, everybody? It's Critical. I love that guy. I've watched his videos since middle school, and the official podcast was my inspiration for making one. And I would pretty much want anyone from the official podcast to come, like Kaya, Andrew, Jackson, pretty much anyone would be a big honor to have him on and speak with him, especially I don't know, Andrew. Ooh, I just hit the mic. That's going to sound great. Um, uh, Charlie and Andrew are the ones that do a lot of talking. Kaya is just our sense of humor because he's really negative and hates everything, and he's funny. Um, Another realistic one is someone on YouTube has about, I think it's about 4,000 subscribers. Is called at Ronix Aura. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Wants me to pronounce it really wrong. She makes music. She makes this really beautiful melodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you some of her songs. Um, Awful Fawful. She does friends with Atnarax or Aurora. I can't pronounce that for shit. Um, she she makes a lot of SpongeBob edits. Pretty funny. Pan Pizza. If you ever watch Rebel Taxi,
Yeah.
you're just saying stuff. Justin from Stuff with Scout Fly. Alex from I Hate Everything. Etika Worldnet.
No, 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 no,
You don't like Alex?
no. I hate. I hate.
I love I Hate
I hate
Everything. He's great. His videos are well thought
No.
out. He's funny. He's charming. He's got a good personality. What did he? What did he do? What's wrong
No.
with it? I Hate Everything. No, he's
Everything.
great. He's funny.
No.
He's well thought out.
Anyway,
His his
we're
videos
gonna
are
move
really
on
okay.
now.
Next dream guest is Etika World Network. He's he's a big Nintendo fan. He always talks about he always reacts to trailers and stuff. But he does streams and stuff. He's a funny guy. One that you'll recognize is H3H3.
Okay, yeah, HCHC.
Yeah, if it's worth his time.
Markiplier.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've already mentioned him
Markiplier.
enough. And then
See, I'd be fine
yeah.
with that.
And then Kathin Hettinger, the creator of the fidget spinner.
No.
No, she seems like a really nice lady.
No.
Um,
Well, yeah, but I'm not inviting that backlash
No.
into our podcast.
why?
Do you know how many hate comments we'd get for that?
No, I think people would find it fascinating.
Yeah.
And then pretty much any animator like Speedo Sausage or Psychic Pebbles would be welcomed on. And then the rest of the people I wrote down are all people I know personally, so that's about it. That's
Yeah.
all the people I would love to have. That's not all the people I'd love to have on. I'd pretty much welcome anybody. But that's all the people I'd welcome to and then of course there's iDubbbz, Max Mofo, but that's all I wrote down. Anything else you can think of, Christian, or do you ready to end the episode?
I'm ready to end
All
the
right.
episode.
You want, this has been episode 1 of Escape Pod. Any closing statements, Christian?
Fidget spinners are evil.
Episode 1 of episode 1 of Escape Pod. Everyone, thanks for listening. We'll be back with
Yep.
more soon.